Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming and we are back into WatcherofRealms. Now today I thought we'd have a quick look at the Dwarven accessory. So, broken down in three parts, you've got the black market, you've got the guild shop, you've got the arena shop and you've got the awakening shop. So, let's start with the black market. It refreshes every hour. Down at the bottom there, that's your countdown to the hour. Also on a daily basis you can refresh it yourself. Now I always refresh it up to where I have to start using diamonds. Some people will stop when it costs gold. Some people will go into diamonds. I stop at the diamond level. What do I buy? I straight up buy the food fodder. Absolutely, I always get that. I want to get as many points as I can when the Corridor of Glory comes around, and that means the more points you get for the amount of XP you spend in that event is through leveling up your smaller champions, so I always buy those. Next thing, I don't buy the auto fights, even for gold. It comes in gold or diamonds, I buy neither of them. I don't see the point. I've got 1,000 auto fights queued up, so there is no requirement for me to buy them, so I don't. That is about it really. Insignias. No matter what insignia they are, if they are for gold, I buy them. If they're for diamonds, I don't touch them. If they're for gold, I absolutely snap them up. Now the other thing to buy from here, occasionally see, is a huge stamina. So that is the 200 stamina. You can get that and it gets stored in your inventory, and you can use that sort of more or less at your will. So whenever there's events coming on or anything like that, they're a good little thing to buy, so I always buy them whenever they pop up. And that's for diamonds or gold, although I think they are normally for diamonds. I'm not sure if they are for gold. They might be occasionally, but on the whole they're for diamonds and I do buy them. It's cheaper to buy them for the diamonds here than it is to spend the diamonds on energy, so I always get them from here and to store them up whatever time I want to buy them. Now some people do and some people don't buy gear. I buy the mythical gear. That's about it for me, and the reason people don't buy it, I suppose the easiest way to do this is, where's the cheapest one? The cheapest one's there, isn't it? Right, you can't see the stats of this before you click on it, so you have to click on it and then it's brought, and then you can see the stats on it. That's the only way round you can do it, and the same works for legendary and mythical stuff. So I always buy the mythical stuff. I don't. My reasoning for that is I only need one good piece and it saved me a fortune, because having to farm that piece of gear could be a nightmare. So I do always buy that. Now it's the start of the week, so at the start of the week in the guild shop there are rare summoning crystals. I buy them straight away. The other thing I buy straight away is a legendary skill crystal as well. Always buy that. I think it's an absolutely brilliant idea and I snap that up. I think this is one of the hardest resources in the game to actually get, so I go and buy it. I don't think guild coins here are that hard to get hold of due to the donation exercise down here. You can donate stuff and get extra guild donation and get extra guild coins. Also Guild Wars here, whenever you do your fights you'll get guild coins there. So there are a number of ways nowadays to get guild coins, and I don't have any issues with getting enough to buy the legendary skill crystal and the rare summoning crystals, and that's pretty much where I draw the line. Haven't brought any demon soldiers, don't buy the gold, haven't brought those. I might occasionally buy a gold bonus if I'm putting a lot of energy into something. I will quite often just buy the gold bonus from somewhere, or make sure I trigger one, and then that way I have that for when I'm farming up the gold anyway. So if I'm going to be doing a lot of farming, I will consider buying one, and it's not, I don't think it's that hard. 4-star psychic power I don't buy, I don't touch it. I'm at a point now where I'm happily leveling up champions, and also I probably have more leveled up, because going back here, by the time you level up all of these all the time to make room for some more, and the fact that you want them for your Corridor of Glory events, then you've always seemed to have plenty of 4-star champions available. So I never buy that. It's not a thing for me to do. Flawless meteorites. I don't buy that either. I've just cleared stage 18 now on artifact material anyway, so I'm waiting for the next event. I'll stick a ton of gold in, or a ton of stamina into that, and I'll go from there. So it's not something I would buy or worry about, and I don't think getting 60 you would only get 1.5 rolls of an item anyway, so I don't consider it to be really worth it. Mythical pieces, amulets I've never brought. Don't concern me. I mean, some people might, they might think they're absolutely brilliant and want to get them, but for me, I never have. I've never seen the benefit of them. Although reading this one, maybe if you've got someone from the Chaos faction, they seem to run low on HP. The increase in crit damage might be nice for them, but I'm sure I'll farm up enough anyway, so I don't consider it something I'm really worth buying for me. Arena shop, got more points than I know what to do with. I don't buy the mithril. Some people might. It's not for me. Again, I'm going to wait until I do some farming on stage 18 and I'll see what I get and what I need to get from there. Huge stamina pot. Every day this is available, and every day I snap it up without fail on the days that I log in. If I don't log into the game, then absolutely don't, but other than that, if it's there, I buy it absolutely 100%. Rare summoning crystals, again, there we are, once a week available, and I snap them up. Havoc dust, no, just I don't. You get so much of it throughout the game. Maybe there's an argument to be made if you're early game or something like that and you really need it, but I've never found myself to be in a space where I thought, epic skill dust, that's what I want. Epic skill crystals, you may want those. I've never got to a point where I do, but you may want those. XP bonus, normally once a week or at least every other week would be the worst case scenario. I buy that and then I stick all my energy for the day into going to farm XP, and I make sure I've got a nice stack of it. Again, it's for this Corridor of Glory event coming round, goes round with the cheap champions that you pick up, your food fodder, so I can spank that event, because that event towards the end gives you skill crystals and you do want those. Next thing, gift from the gods, you use to substitute an identical artifact when promoting legendary artifacts. Now unfortunately this only works on legendaries, that's the shame, and they haven't got in here a mythical one, so that's a blow. There aren't any legendaries items I really wanted to level up. Maybe I've been luckier than other people. Idril's Gaze, I think it is the artifact, is the one that you'd probably want to level up first and put it on your Idril. So if you're at a point where you're stuck, where you haven't got it and you can't get hold of it, maybe that's an issue you might want to think about. Legendary skill dust, again, it's not something, there we've got 3,000 of it, it's not something I ever have an issue with. I do the tide every day, I click on the button, claim, and it gives me a load of it, more than I know what to do with. Again, with the donations, I'm trying to get rid of it that way, but we still got over 3,000 of it. To get to a point where I could get any of these, absolutely 100% I would look into buying these. I would do the middle of the top row and all of the bottom row if I was allowed to. So that would be my take on that realistically. Awakening shop. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at how you, so you're either here and you can go to Demis, or you're on your hero screen and there's the button down here with the like $sign on it. You can click that and you can demis your heroes there. So 1 star you'll get gold for, 2 stars you'll get gold for, 3 stars you'll get diamonds for, but you don't want to get rid of all your 3 stars like that one there. Probably don't want to get rid of that at the start of the game. And then you can also, while you're there, if you choose to, get rid of epics or legendaries. So if we wanted to unlock this one, we would get 100 of the legendary resources. Quick, get out before we hit a button and make a mistake. The one thing to be aware of when you go to do this with your epics, if you want to, if you go to awaken, it will tell you there'll be a nice red icon next to anyone that you can awaken. Ah, there we go. Here's Vladof. There's a nice red icon here. It says awaken one there. And then when we come down, there's a spare Vladof. It doesn't include these, the epic versions of the Skull Crystal, but it does include this one. Okay, so we can awaken our Vladof there with a spare one. That's always handy. And then on here again. Now, I wouldn't use the awakening materials on pretty much anyone. I don't think they get rarer as you go on in the game. So at the start of the game, they come up relatively quickly. The further you get on, they seem to get somewhat rarer. So I would go careful with who you use them on and when. So that's how you. And also, as you're doing this, you would have noticed there that you actually get one of the 4-star psychic powers as well. There it is. That comes up. So you get an abundance of those. So that's how you can awaken your heroes. Now, once you've gone down and awakened everyone, if you come down on the demiss part, you will see if you've got a duplicate of any heroes. So here we go. Here's Hollow. Now, she didn't come up with awaken because there was no dot on her. Now we can see she's at awakened 5, and there's another Hollow here. Boom. So I can happily get rid of her. Now I will do all my heroes or all my epics to awaken 5 before I dismiss any. Just never know when they're going to get buffed. Like this old dwarf, never used him. Looks absolutely terrible. Never used him. However, I didn't get rid of any of them because I'm just scared that they're going to buff him one day. And then he'll become top tier for something, or there'll be a new piece of content comes out. So you need that dwarf, and you've just ditched him. So it's probably fear of buffing him that stops me from actually getting rid of some more champions. But realistically, that's why I don't do it. So there's 2 there that I can get rid of. If I dismiss those, I will get these resources. So let's get rid of them. Now you get 300 resources, and you come back into the shop. Now that's absolutely fine. So I can get anything across here. So I could get auto fights, I can get this, although it's only available, I think it's once a week, and then you're only getting 10 a week, and you need 200 to do a piece. So let's have a look. Hold out, and then we're going to have to wait for this to refresh in a week's time before you can buy any more. Again, now I'm starting to dismiss them. It's probably worth getting XP from there, and that's it. So I can downgrade them and get a rare. Why would I do that? Absolutely no idea. Can if I wanted to. I could go and buy Green Soul there and then put that on her to get her to A5, but I don't use it, so I don't see the point in it. Although if there was a rare one, maybe. To get to the point where I would use legendary ones, I don't see that happening for quite some time. That is it for me. So let me know down below, what do you buy from the shop? Do you think I've overspent or underspent? Do you spend gold for auto fights? Is there anything that from the shop that you would buy? Do you not buy the mythical stuff? You let me know in the comments down below. It'd be nice to hear from you, and we'll start up a conversation from there. Thank you very much for your time. I'll see you on a video again soon, and good luck and enjoy the game. Thank you very much for your time. Cheerio. Bye.